Bitcoin chart is weird as hell because if you deep this year on the 4 hourly time frame, we're so oversold on the stochastic RSI that it looks like we're gonna go up. But if you actually switch over to the daily, which is usually correct in the way it performs, because it's a little bit longer of a time frame, it looks like we're gonna go down. But how far are we gonna go down? Because the people I know, some of the people that I'm networking with, are telling me that we're going to hit this region here, the 82k region, before we set off again. We may even test this area, but I highly doubt that. Something bad has to happen for us to hit 76k. So we could either come down to about 90, or we could go down all the way to 82k and blast off from there. Now, I wanted to show you guys and teach you guys, because you're on my team, you're part of my channel. I want to ensure that you lot don't lose. You might see these Discords and these Telegram groups promoting these coins on the Solana chain, you know, Dex Screener. And there's so many different ones that seem to pump like crazy. So for example, we'll go over to 100 men versus one gorilla. Holy moly, what am I seeing? But this is in an uptrend, so if you actually buy this off this trend line, you may actually make some bread. So if you buy it when it comes down to here and it bounces off, it goes higher. Coolio, you're making some money. But the reason why you need the strategy in play, let's say it goes below this region here, you sell, you get out. Because if it hits here, or it invalidates it somehow, here, somewhere, wherever, doesn't matter. But if it does invalidate that and you don't sell, you will be having no cash. So the money you put in is gone. Done. Look, people buying up here thinking it's going to go higher. Done. Dusted. Finished. 41k market cap. I actually held that a little bit as well, but I sold. Sprite, whatever. Zero. It's gone to zero. Dump fund gone to zero, bro. Nobody cares about it no more. It's a 1 second thing. And this will be the same. 100 men versus one gorilla is going to zero. Mark my words. It's just a matter of time. And if you're trying to make money off it, that's cool. But just know what you're doing, please. Please. Let's look at stocks. I don't look at stocks often with you guys. And I am still in a little bit of Nike. A little bit of profit there. But I'm just dabbling in the stock market. I don't actually think it's going to make me rich. But I like to think that I am a business owner. And currently, this is the only stock that I can invest in based on a few things. Firstly, based on my religion. And secondly, based on the price it's at. With stocks, you need to wait a very long time. Very long time. Look at how long this took to pump. 2020, 15th of March, all the way to like, bruh, that is long. 1.5 years. And then look at the bear market, it's so much longer. Oh my word. The peak was in 2021. We're still in the bear market in 2025. Bit of a joke, don't you think? The liquidations is what's scaring me on Bitcoin. Because if you look at the liquidations here, they're all building up on the long side around 83k. Hopefully we get that, you know. Let me actually go up liquidation map on Bitcoin. This will allow you to see a little bit more detail. If we go to the 30-day, majority are long, which means we're going down because the majority of people lose money. It's as simple as that. I don't need to explain myself any further. Let's actually move over to the bookmarks. Total crypto market cap near 3 trillion. The weekly candle is showing a clear breakout, and Trump also said the US-China deal is coming in 3 to 4 weeks. Could this be the beginning of a mega alt season? It could, or it could just roll over. Imagine if it just rolls over and they don't cut interest rates, then we could be cooked. What I'm saying is, make sure that you have your stop losses in place. Because look, if it goes higher on this, it could go higher. But if you've got a stop loss in place, for example, I'm looking at Casper. I don't know why I'm always talking about this. I just love Casper so much. It reminds me of Bitcoin, but it's actually quicker than Bitcoin. It's quicker than Solana. Store of value. It's insane. This looks bottomed out on the 4 hourly time frame. I'm not going to lie. But it could easily come down to about 7 cents. 8 cents I'll be buying. Then I'll be buying more at 7. Comes back to 6 I'll be buying. 5 I'll be buying as well. I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into Casper because I really like the project. I'm not going to go insane, but I'm going to buy sufficient stack. BTC 230k by June. But what if it corrects? What if it corrects? Look at this. It could be that and then go higher. It could fool us. Go lower. Type thing. Who knows, bruh? Bitcoin 4 hourly, a bearish divergence. Bearish divergence. Yes, that is hidden bullish continuation. What the hell is a hidden bullish continuation? RSI looks like it's going lower while price is going higher, suggesting a bearish divergence. However, with more data, you can see RSI is actually going higher whilst price is going higher. Bro, hidden, bro, I've seen it all. I don't know what's gonna happen, obviously, but I'm just thinking the more effing hat stays on. Dog with hat is back, yeah. It was a massive sell-off, man. There's gonna be a relief rally. New moon top, then 7th of May. That is mad. Everyone's talking about 7th of May. I don't think we'll actually get it. Crypto is built by visionaries and owned by the few who understand. Casper 10 BBS, May the 5th. It is extremely in alignment with May the 7th. Wow. Might have to buy some more. Why area few really rich people are getting poorer. A few really rich people own McDonald's and Burger King franchises with multiple stores. The problem is the franchise stores are going bankrupt. Why? One reason is today's poor can't afford to eat at McDonald's or Burger King. Whilst this may be good for the poor to eat healthier, less expensive foods like apples and kale, inflation causing even the richest to become poorer. That is not good, even if healthier for a few people. A few tweets or X's ago, I stated that McDonald's potato suppliers went bankrupt because the poor were eating less French fries. Today the franchise owners, some of the richest people in the world, are going bankrupt. That is not healthy. Please use this financial crisis to become healthier, wealthier by becoming wiser. Thank you for reading my books, playing my financial games, searching for wisdom from real teachers on YouTube, and saving gold, silver, and Bitcoin. As I have said many times, in a world of fake money and fake teachers, knowledge is the new money. That is why there is no real financial education in our schools, and that is why President Trump and Elon Musk are shutting down the Marxist Department of Education. Take care. Justin, Sui's a beast. It's outperforming everything, bro. It's madness. Sui is a beast. Omikami. Hold up. Omikami. Is that Omikami? Bro, it looks dead right now. But you know how these things work. You know when the Omikami chart is looking as dead as it looks. That is the time you should be greedy. When others are fearful, you should be greedy. I bet big wallets have sold. I bet big wallets have got out. I cannot force myself to get out of this trade. Even if it goes down, I can't miss it. I cannot miss it. Why would I miss this? Look at the graph, look at the accumulation, look at how long it took and then it exploded. Even if it goes to 100 mil, which I know it's not going to. It's going to go to 100 bill. Alright, not 100 bill, but it's going to 50 bill. Imagine this on Coinbase. Amaterasu Omikami. Ryoshi. The website. Bruh, do I need to say no more? You're going to go with one men versus 100 gorillas, bruh. Come on, pick your poison. Crypto gems. That is madness. Omikami, bro. I want to see it. I want to see it hit 50 billion in my lifetime. That would be insane. Which altcoin will be more valuable in 5 years? None of them. They're both going to zero. I don't trust none of them. That's why low key, yeah, I like Casper. I also like Omikami because it's fair launch and all the exchanges have to buy it. But it's a meme coin, which is very similar to Casper. That's why I like Casper. That's why I like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's insane. The only reason I don't buy Bitcoin, even though I should have a small portfolio related to Bitcoin with a stop loss on it, even though it's high in price, because it could go a lot higher, because imagine if you see 250k. But Bitcoin, Casper, and Omikami for me are all in the same bracket. It's just going to take time for other people to realize, which means we're at a disadvantage because we get a cheaper price. Look at all this, bro. Look at this. I was up here. I was trading here. I was up here. Now, once hopefully it gives us a retest of this region, the 7.6 region, I will be very happy with that. Holy moly. We might actually be pre-rich. Alt season. Alts are pumping, man. Alt season. They're all pumping. They're all green. Alt season. So he's up 73 bumperclart %.